Welcome, beautiful people, to the round number 4 of me trying to improve myself in a beautiful, sometimes frustrating, and seldomly rewarding art of programming. Most of you already know that I split my rounds into 2 intervals, 3 minutes of typing exercise, so I will type very fast. Well, I mainly try to improve my error rate, which is kind of high. And for 35 minutes, I either pretend I know what I'm doing or I learn something new. Um, let's get into it. Pine phone? What the hell is that? Oh, is that the Linux phone? I have no opinion on it. I don't have enough of information to have an opinion on it, unfortunately. I might have a look it up later. Oh, come on. Yeah, most of the people. 4%, that's nice. That's noise. 440. And that brings the average error rate down by half of a half. That's not half of a half, that is by little. It is by little. Okay. Um, yeah, that's good. That's going in the right direction. This was kind of fuck up, like today. Today I did. That is today too, right? Yeah. So today I went down by 19, then up to 33. So those three kind of cancels, plus or minus. So I went down by hold on, how it was 4, 5, 6 or something. It was something between, and now I have a 4. Yeah, so I might be on a
on the same level as previously. Something like that. Maybe I'm slightly better off. And this was, I started. Oh well.
Oh well. Okay, so that concludes our typing session. And we will do something. Yes, you heard me right. I have no idea. We'll have a look into the tickets, alright? What is this? So, choosing requirements in the front end.
Oh, food categories. I don't feel like it. Energy.
So just stop and realize. So now we can add some. Why are you turning off my monitor? We can add some things to the selected group. Then we want add like some requirements. Oh, hey Clasher. You probably noticed that I did limit all the exercises, I think, to maximum of 3 times per stream. Now, which ideally should make up for 6 rounds of exercise per day if I stream twice. But well, you know. We'll do this after the time, of course. So, okay, so ingredients, then we have selected, then okay, so the requirements should be next to selected, I think, and this is like different heading than that. So then I will have a like constraints. I will do it per day. Yeah. So be requirements per day, I think. Yeah, and so what we will do next is to create something what hold on. I made the mistake that I have looked at my phone and now I have to reply because I cannot focus, I cannot multitask. I just can't. I just can't. Okay, good. And now the main task is not to look at the phone again in this round. No, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. And I'm good boy and I do programming now. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening in here. I'm being a good boy and I'm training my programming skills. Not looking at phone at all. Not me. Okay, so we have that, and the next thing would be like gathering the requirements, maybe, where we would say like, I want this much energy, I want that much energy, blah blah blah, whatever. Or it will just calculate it. Or okay, so there are a few things, right, which I can kind of like see. So first would be like the selection of which columns will be displayed in here. So that one I think we already even have in there. Ingredient name searching, that's another stuff. Energy requirements. Now, so we will do. Can I make a new one? No, I cannot. No. Okay, so here, and this will be. God damn it! I have like attention span of a goldfish. The column ingredients column selection and pagination. Visible selection. Add. There we go, and now convert to issue. Hold on, I already create this sometimes, right? I remember writing such a thing. View selected columns. Oh, it's even here. And it's supposed to be in progress. What the fuck? Cancel. Delete. Bye. So we have that here. Then and I wanted to, yeah, the requirements, constraints part. Okay, we can do energy first, and then I can do the save. Requirements. Selection of constraints. It's another thing. Then what? Yeah, but that is like general constraint. Well, salad, dumplings. Let's say if we go to the ingredients, we search for chicken. Chicken. There's quite a lot of that. 1, 2. Okay, so there's like 25. Chicken breast, appetite. Chicken McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oh, KFC. Okay, okay. Chicken heart. Golden chicken. Okay, whatever. A lot of chicken. I was just thinking about because let's say I would like to have like some constraints, like the number of let's say you won't have this amount of energy coming from a chicken or whatever. All right. So first iteration, there will be no logic implemented behind it, which would plan for it. But it will only show you if you change the amount of whatever, how much off you are of your requirements. Yeah, so that will be the next step. Where is it? Requirement selection. Calculate requirements. Show how much are off R2 perspective size, and also for that we will need we'll add, here will be the something displayed. So there are like the requirements which are for like everything together. Well, and there would be like constraints, like let's say like I want like it to be chicken or whatever. Maybe fuck that for the moment, as we will do first just in the general the requirements, like the for the whole day without some categories. Selection of constraints. That will be selection and setting. And we will start to issue selection. As a user. Select constraint then I don't know, but what do we have? Vitamin. Set values. Okay. Oh yeah, so set amount of the ingredients we need to have, right? This will be set amount, set change of consume and set change amount of consumed ingredient per day.
Hello.
Hello and welcome. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Um, um, I don't know. I'm okay.
Streaming for a long time today.
Oh, am I? It's like 5 hours. Well, yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's much
So
longer. Yeah,
I
it's mu-
couldn't hear you. It's much longer than.
yeah, it's much longer than compared to the last few days, definitely.
Yeah, and making off for all of them.
Yeah. But previously I had
What
a
is
like,
your what's your record?
what is my what?
Record longest time you streamed non-stop?
23 hours.
What the whole like from 0 to 0.
Yeah, but that was kind of like accident. I kind of forgot about the time, and then I ordered the food, and I didn't realize it was like the evening next day, and so then I just, when I was like approaching, I was like close, like okay, so 5 more hours or whatever. Okay, so I I have to stay awake, and I will go sleep the next day, which
Nice.
was horrible. I was like completely stupid after like such a long time of programming.
I
I,
imagine. I imagine that's so the stream is still in the list, or it will be already gone.
the stream will be in the list. What do you mean?
Still on your profile, like in the videos section or something.
In
How
the,
long ago that happened?
oh, well, yeah, that's I don't think it will be there. Um, because I just got some tabs. Hey, Alan, thank you for subscription. Thank you. Um, what was the question? Yeah, I don't think it will be there because in the profile, the video is there for like 7 days, and it did happen more than 7 days ago, so I don't think it will be there.
Yeah.
But I did record all of those like sections, right? And
Oh yeah.
those are on the YouTube somewhere, but I don't remember which day it was. Maybe I can look it up if you are really interested, but I don't know out of my head.
No. If you know like which 100 series that was, that's fine. But for exact numbers, don't bother.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of like recently. It definitely was more than 300.
So if someone will look, it should be like lots of uploads at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
in the day,
I don't know if I did upload it at the same time.
I thought you are uploading like all the time in the background.
Oh, well, that's what I'm doing right now. It's better practice than uploading everything at one time. Here on a line. Oh, by the way, you can also join, Alan. Hey, Lego Logic. Oh, I like that nickname. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for the follow. Here, there is that, and with me is Hemless, which is I forgot who you are. Hemless on
Stefan, you always forget that, but it's always a pleasure to hear you finding it.
Oh, fucking A. I know. I know. I know. Hold on. Don't tell it. Don't tell it. Nah. Oh, come on. Nerius. Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
correct.
Yes. I did it. Fellow streamer.
Nice.
God damn it. I cannot even find it in my notes.
So you have like a CRM for your viewers?
CR. No, I don't.
Customer relation, well, not yeah,
No.
customer relations manager. So
No.
this would be like viewers VRM.
So VRM.
Yeah, maybe that's a required tool. Someone should build it for to track who's chatting, and then build profile for them, like dashboards, like in Streamlabs or Nightbot or something.
Yeah, and there's this library, JavaScript library, which you can use to access the Twitch chat. Someone already wrote it. You can use it. White Panther
No, we
is.
cannot. It has to be in Java. All the backend has to be in Java. Unless we compile that JavaScript library with GraalVM and use it through static linking.
Oh, Alan is currently saying in the chat that he's trying something with the Twitch IO. That's Python. Yeah, so we need Java. Java.
But like I imagine that there is also Java API also, you can build it really quickly just because there is just APIs that you call, and if you know what you want, it's a couple endpoints and that's it. I guess listener would be there to catch events, and
Yeah.
and the listening part will not be really beneficial to be in library unless some data structures would be provided, but that's easily to generate from JSON responses. I think I saw you doing that.
Maybe. But Alan just wrote what I wanted to say as well. Even though there is a Twitch API, the chat itself is really IRC under the hood. So even like most of the chatting applications, those are basically IRC applications which are connecting to the server of Twitch and going to the channels. Like each of us have own channel, and that's the chat. They didn't do their own chat. It's IRC.
That's even easier. There's, I guess, there's plenty IRC clients in Java.
Oh yes. They're.
So Alan, you are building actually that VRM, VRM.
It has a little bit of delay, so.
Yeah.
Looking at tracking things there.
Yeah. So as you, Alan, I know, working on Grimoire app or something. So I will be the first to release such tool.
So requirements. Yep. Conversion. You're looking at the stream at the same time, or you're just connected
Not
to?
constantly.
Yeah.
I'm just gluing some stuff together.
Oh, yeah. You were asking Alan something, and he just is asking that I don't know, something happened to his. He didn't got the question.
Oh, so that was not a question. It was like a challenge. I said, Alan, you are building a Grimoire app or what it's called, and so you are busy, and I will be the first to build VRM and like have a benefits of it.
So we have choosing foods in requirements backend part. I don't feel like doing that right now. But this guy, I will assign it to myself. Open source it so I can use it. Yeah, I will do this now. I will do set up the requirements, selection and setting of constraints. So that would be the energies and so on. But oh god fucking damn it. It would not be as easy as I thought. Because in the
Using the ticket to work on?
there is like I was thinking about doing the front end in a way that I could like easily only traverse the fields which I have in a database as the constraint, right? But for example, energy is there twice, right? So I cannot do it like that. At least the
So,
energy. Yeah.
like, what's wrong with the energy being there twice? It's like different
Units, yes.
units, yeah.
Yeah, it's different units.
So you just choose which one you use and ignore the rest.
Yes.
Like I was wondering, like, why you stick to those strange names, like with spaces in the middle, brackets, and so on. Like, if I would be doing that, I would have like a strict DTO with the exact fields. And usually, when you have units in there, like kilocalories, or you would have meters there, I put the name of the thing. So, for example, energy, and then add the units next to the name, and make it a field, and just use it like this. And you would also remove requirement for the map, because you would be able to access those fields as regular fields, like you access content and name and ID. So it would make you easier access things, but would not solve you a problem of thinking about which field I want to use, like joules, or how to say them in English, or calories.
There's a reason why is it like this right now, and that is I don't know which field we will have there, and we might be adding some fields and removing some fields, and we also might fetch another database uh, with the information, and so it is stored as a map because of that, because we can add and remove uh, some of those fields without us needing to go and change the DTO, the POJO in a backend, and then do the same thing on the front end. It is unfortunately uh, it is not set up.
You actually are in the situation that you don't want to be in. Because if any of these field names changes,
Yes.
you have to change front end. Okay, you will not have a need right now to change the backend because you just giving that back.
Yes.
But when you add some calculations on the backend, you already will be using those fields in the backend, and you will have to change twice.
True.
So better strategy is to have a stable contract and do mapping in one place. So if you would change the outcome of your API, your front end would stay stable. I bet that you can convert like kilocalories to what that's kJ.
Kilojoule.
Joules?
Yeah.
Kilojoule. So you can, I think, have a formula and convert back and forth. And so if you stick with the one, you need to just change mapping on backend, and your front end stays the same if you have stable contract, which you just explained you want to have. And then if you have database set up in certain way, then you have to change only ingestion and don't do any changes when returning that to front end.
Can
So
you
when you do import of the
hold on,
CSV.
can you repeat the last few sentences? I lost you there.
Um, where you heard me last?
Uh, I heard you.
Sorry.
You were talking about the stable contract, and that you
Yes.
will have set up that you will store the energy if just one of the units, and then have the conversion
Yes.
which you will do, and then I lost you.
Yeah. So the conversion part is where your doubts can be resolved. Um, could you check whether there's a connection between kilojoules and kilocalories?
Yes,
I
they are.
think that you can convert
Yes, yes.
back and forth.
Answer is yes.
So it doesn't mean which you choose. You can stay with only one. And if your data source changes, and let's say you stick with kilocalories, and your data source provides only kilojoules, you can on the import time convert that to kilocalories, and you don't have to change anything. So that gives you single field that is definitely defined, required, and stay on the stable key. So doesn't matter what is your source. That value has to be in it, and you can, despite the units, have what you need.
Okay, so what you are proposing is to do the conversion between the database basically and the representation on the backend, right? And then have the same representation from the backend till everywhere further
Yes.
to the.
The goal is like conversion is side topic right now, because you have a source,
sure.
You are happy with its values, you have everything you need in them. So you don't have to worry right now. And what you need to make sure is that your contract on API side is stable. and if that's and that contract is defined by what's needed for a front end for Angular app. So if that app uses energy as kilocalories, make that a field, make it available, and you are done. That's set as a contract, and you cannot break it. And then you will never break it because you can do all sorts of conversions when you need them. So this all the dynamic things that you have right now are not giving you the contract, the stable contract that would prevent you changing all the things.
Yeah. I see the point. I see the point. But then again, and I will be like thinking out loud when it will happen that I will get a source for like the content of like, let's say, vitamins, you know, of like certain, I don't know, like chicken breast or whatever, right? Then I will have to rewrite the back end and the front end as well, right? That doesn't save me.
The contract is broken only when you remove stuff or change in incompatible ways. So if you just add additional fields, you don't break anything. You just expose additional data. If you change the name of the field, if you change the type of the value, then you are breaking contract and you have to do adjustments. If you just adding the additional information, nothing is breaking. You are not using that neither in front end, neither in back end.
Oh, now I get it. Now I get it. Okay.
So it's there's a rule that it's easier to add data than to hide it, because hiding it is contract break. So right now, for example, if we take your current contract as something must have, you have lots of funny things to look at or to maintain. And if you want to remove one or the other field, you have to make sure that all the clients are not using it. So it's good that you are building the only client, but in other situations there might be different things. So exposing less is better because you are not guaranteeing lots of fields to be there. So, but then it's like the point is that you understood what is contract break, and that adding additional fields is not a problem. It's problem when you removing them.
I see. Okay, well, thank you. That's good. At least I will sleep on it before implementing anything, you know. But that's really valuable.
It's it's for my eyes annoying to see unconventional field names, but from practicality side, it's like viable and it works. You can even could, instead of map, you could create like a type on the data, or you can name it differently, or you can at all build a getter on ingredient and hide the name of the field in map. But of course, that adds a thing that you have to recreate ingredients when you fetch them, because it will not magically get those methods. But there's lots of ways to encapsulate the current situation and do nothing on the backend side to make it nicer, but still have it nice and within a contract on the front end.
Mhm. And just to be sure, the contract you are describing is the API contract, right?
Not only, like there's a contract between front end and back end, which is API, and there's a contract between your components and the service, and service like gives back page with a list of ingredients, and ingredient has certain fields, ID, name, and data. And data is not something really defined, but that doesn't matter. But there's contract also. And the way your components access data from returned from the service is like defined by a contract, which is page of ingredients, and you can make that contract work for you. So like you can hide fields or make them say that they are on this getter. Don't worry, don't think about where I get them. Just use this method to get them, and that's all. So there's many contracts, and the one that I talked just recently was what is ingredient and how to get data from it. So like how to get
Once again,
energy.
What is what and how to get data from it? I missed a word. You were saying to know what is, then I didn't understand, and how to get data out of it.
Yeah, so encapsulation. Your component.
You said encapsulation was the word. Okay.
Encapsulation, yeah.
Okay.
So right now, the contract is not defined because nowhere is written that map always contains energy. This is field that you use right now, list in the tables. So there's nowhere written. Compiler of TypeScript cannot check whether that field is in the object or not.
Yeah.
So it's not in the contract, but it's like in theory, the field is there, and the component depends on that, but it's not really visible. And that could be encapsulated and put in like getter method defined on the ingredient that says this is a method. If you call it, I will give you energy in kilocalories, for example. And don't worry from where I fetch it, whether that's data and some magic key, or it's a field somewhere, or I do a conversion somehow. So that's encapsulation, and that's part of the contract. But right now, you depend on theory that in the map, there's such key. And when that key changes, you have to change all the access of it. And in method case, you change only inner part of it. So that's like, this is a way to hide bad API and make it nice for the Angular app, that it sees only nice getters or nice fields instead of what is on the back.
I see.
And then you, in this case, you can delay backend refactoring until you are sure what you want to have there, or you have time or whatever. But you can already prepare for the changes that might have happen and have that coded. I don't hear you. I lost you.
No. I'm here. I'm thinking.
Okay. Okay, cool. Maybe I talked too fast.
No. That's all right. But like I'm just like suddenly, like in my head, there's a lot of implication. What does it mean? Like how to approach the designing the API contracts. What is really the implication in the contracts on the front end and the back end, and what will happen if I'll get like another resource, for the database. Yeah,
So
so
that's a problem. Like every problem you named has a specific layer to deal with it, and the rest can stay as is. For example, data source, you change it, you change only import side, and instead of putting like every field into the data map, you can put it, take it from elsewhere and put on the same keys, but you change only ingestion part.
yeah,
Uh,
to the
that's
corresponding
all. That
field on the object. Yeah.
yeah. There's
Got it.
a dedicated function to do that, and neither backend, like the REST controllers, neither the front end should feel the change because you have it
True.
there. The front end is not doing the import.
So sort of. Yeah, it's true. I like that principle. Like it's like so often to me. Like there are like some things which I don't realize, and then I hear it somewhere and someone tells me, and it's like, holy fucking, it's like, it makes sense why I didn't thought about it. This is one of the moments. And
Yeah,
Lego Logic asked me questions like already, oh wow, almost 20 minutes ago, if I practice data structure algorithms. Not recently, but I do from time to, well, I did, but not recently, like in past 3 months I didn't, for example.
what does it mean practice?
I would say learn and then drill, like in a sense that, well, I'm not sure if it's sensible to really like repeat as a practice to create some data structures as much in there. But I would say like learn is how I understand it. Yeah. Because for example, like implementing linked list or double linked list over and over again, that doesn't enrich your life that much, does it? All right, at
But
least I don't think so.
like last time I did these things was in university, and until this December, when was like Advent of Code event happening.
Yes.
So there was a task to play a cards game. I don't
Uh-huh.
remember which day that was, but it required to implement double linked list.
Mm-hmm.
No, just linked list.
Just one
Just
way.
linked list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And there is in Java linked list that you could use, but the problem was that you had to have access to the node, not just to the element. And because of that, because that's encapsulated and hidden from you, I had to implement it by hand. So that's like just for fun where I had to do. And like if you are mostly doing APIs, like fetching data,
Yeah.
transforming it, and returning in the API in various ways, or like in getting data, you most likely don't need those things to be like really, really present in your mind. And usually they are really useful in challenges. So unless I don't understand or don't know what data structures you have in mind, and how would you practice them?
Oh, that was, well, that was the question from Lego Logic 16 in a chat, but that would be my understanding. Like those, I don't know, like because even like I did not use like that much like any data structure that much, you know. For example, the time when I work, I never like implemented a binary tree or linked list or something. It never has been the need for it really. It was just on the university we were looking at those things.
Yeah, the same.
And SoSoDev says something similar. Never really practice that and still got a great job. Anyway, I have the redeem from Clasher to do 10 burpees, so I will do 10 burpees. And I will stop recording and shit. I'm still recording. Okay, cool. Stop.